Just like there's no such thing as an expert leader, just like there's no such thing as an expert parent, right? All of these things are journeys, and you're always a student parent, you're always a student leader. And the best leaders, the best parents, they're constantly learning, they're constantly finding new resources, they're reading books, they're reading articles, they're watching TED Talks, whatever it is, more information, they're having conversations with their friends, right? The best leaders, the best parents. And it's the same with friends, which is you have to learn how to have a difficult conversation. You have to learn how to listen. You have to learn how to have an effective confrontation. If your friend has done something that hurt your feelings, can you bring it to their attention in a way that they will hear you rather than just defend themselves and fight with you? Like, do we know how to hold space for our friends in a time of need? You know, like I was struggling and I called up a friend and said, hey, can I just talk to you? And I told them what I was going through and they started trying to fix me. And thank goodness that you can tell people in the middle, be like, I don't need solutions. I need you to just listen.
Listen.
But most of us, well-intentioned, we go to fix. Men are particularly bad, right? We go to fix, when sometimes all somebody needs is for you to sit in mud with me and make me feel not alone. That's all I need. And so most of us don't have those skills. And when you talk about translating them into work, right? If somebody's got struggles at home, their marriage is on the fritz, their kids are acting out, I don't know, you're in there's a towering inferno a couple miles to the east, right? You think that doesn't come to work? So screaming and yelling at somebody, why haven't you made your numbers, is not helpful. Empathy is the thing we have to practice. I'll give you a real scenario that can happen at work, how empathy exists, right? So let's take a real life scenario. Somebody missed their numbers, right? So we walk into their office, call them up, whatever it is. Hey, I noticed you missed your numbers for the third quarter in a row. You got to pick up your numbers in the fourth quarter, otherwise I don't know what's going to happen. You got to hit your numbers. Right? That's fairly normal.
Yeah.
Now let's inject empathy, dare I call it friendship, into that scenario. Hey, your numbers are down for the third quarter in a row. We've talked about this before. Are you okay? What's going on? I'm worried about you. Right? That will get you a more honest answer of where they're struggling.
And the person can
so
open
that
up
we can
back
help.
with you.
But so we can help.
They won't be defensive in that scenario.
So we can help.
So we can help them.
So we can help them, right? If
Yeah.
somebody is struggling, we can help them. But if they can't tell us and we don't know how to listen and we don't know how to ask and we don't know how to confront and we don't know how to have empathy, then we're going to get no information, and that tension is going to get worse and worse and worse until somebody quits or gets fired.
So how about the best leader that you've ever personally had?
The best leader that I've had, two people come to mind for different reasons. Dennis was my leader back young in my career, and this is when I learned about behavior over accomplishment. I was a young account executive at a big ad agency, and new business pitches were done by the senior leaders. It was the end of the year, and all the senior leaders had gone away on their holiday vacations, and me and another junior person who were assigned to work on this pitch were told, prep the war room, and so when all the senior folks come back, they can do the pitch. Prepping the war room means hang the research on the walls. That takes an hour, right? Okay. We had a week to kill. So we just decided to do the pitch ourselves. Like, we combed through the data, we found an insight, we wrote the deck, came up with the strategy, the whole thing. And when the senior leaders came back, we were like, we finished, we did the whole deck. And they used our pitch. They used our strategy in the pitch, and we lost the business.
Oh boy.
We did not win the pitch, and my boss gave me a huge promotion. They didn't just move me up one level, they moved me up 2 levels in one night. And what he was doing was rewarding my behavior, not my accomplishment.
Interesting.
Because I took initiative. He was rewarding my initiative, and you know what he gets when he rewards my initiative? More initiative. If he said to me, look, great work, but you didn't hit it, so sorry.
Yep.
I would never have shown any initiative after that, because why would I?
Right.
Or I would just play it safe, So one thing I learned was reward the behavior you want to be repeated. And so that was a big lesson for me. But probably the single best leader I ever had was a guy named Peter Intimaggio. Peter never answered a single question I asked him. It was so annoying. Peter, I don't know what to do. What do you think we should do? Well, I think we should do this. Then I think you should do that. Peter, something's gone horribly wrong. What do I do? I don't know. What do you think you should do? I just so annoying. In the moment, I couldn't see it. I just thought just answer my please. I'm asking you because I don't know. Isn't that obvious? But what he taught me was self-reliance. What he taught me was self-confidence. And what he taught me was accountability. Because when things went horribly wrong, he taught us that you couldn't go in and be like, it got screwed up. You said, I screwed it up. You didn't go and say, they screwed it up. You said, it got screwed up on my watch. Like, he taught us accountability, but we never got yelled at. I never got yelled at when something went sideways. Even he would sometimes get stressed, but he would say, well, how are you going to fix it?
Yep.
And I always knew that he had my back, but he always made me do it. And it was the single best leader I ever had.
And have you implemented that same way of
Yeah.
working with your teams?
Yeah, I mean, as best I can. I mean, I'm human, but yes, I'm pretty good about being laissez-faire, and I'm okay if people screw things up as long as they take it. Where I become difficult if somebody doesn't take accountability. That it got screwed up. Really? It just happened? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, the market. Yeah, so I love accountability. I love when people say, it's kind of like, go back to our Marine Corps friend here. The Marines say, no greater friend, no greater enemy, right? Like, if you take accountability, I will be by your side no matter how bad it is, and I will help you fix it, and I will look after you, and I'll protect you. You lie to me or don't take accountability, I'm going to be asking you so many uncomfortable questions because I know what's going on, and so do you, and I will just keep noodling at you. Probably not a good leadership quality, but I love accountability.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have to model it. I can't expect people to do it if I don't model it. So I'm the first person to say, I screwed up. I'm the first person to say, this happened on my watch. I'm the first person to say, I shouldn't have given you that. That is on me. I am so sorry. I am the first person to own every mistake, every screw up. The buck stops here every time, because I cannot expect somebody to do something if I'm not willing to do it.